the Jeff Foxx Radio Show live broadcast. Now welcome your host, Jeff Foxx.
All right.
Fox that rocks the box.
Okay, y'all can clap now.
Yeah.
There you go. There it is. That's the sound we're listening for. One more time, that sound real good. Oh, this is great. And once again, welcome live. Phoebe's Place in Teaneck, New Jersey. I'm Jeff Foxx. For those of you who don't know, I'm on 107.5 Wbls Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. And I'm on Sirius XM SHO-TIME, which is 49 on Sirius XM Monday through Friday from 6 until midnight.
I hear you.
You hear me sometime, right? Thank you. And what I wanted to do, and for the last year or so, I wanted to develop an online show, which I had the freedom to talk to independent artists that are doing their thing. A lot of artists out there. There's so many artists that are fantastic, that have a wonderful story to tell. And I said, well, this is a good platform, because I can take this interview that you're going to hear right now, and I can get on BLS tomorrow and tell the folks, you got to hear ELLIE's story. Right. I can tell the folks tomorrow, you got to hear Phil Strawn's story. Right. And all you got to do is go to the WBLS Facebook page and hit the link, and all this that you hear today will go up. So a lot of people who may not be aware of these artists at least have that exposure. That's a good idea, right?
Right.
And it's working.
Right.
For about a year, I would either do those interviews by phone. When I first talked to Phil, he was in London. We'll talk about that. We did it by phone. And that interview went up. Lee, this will be my first time talking to you. You would have come down to the BLS studios and we would have talked, but we wouldn't have had a chance to at least have these fine folks here listen to your story live. And I think this is great. So thank you so much. The ELLIE organization, Monica, thank you. You've been there. We've been working by emails, and this social media is really something, isn't it? So we're going to do these interviews, and we're going to meet some interesting people. Right now, you have someone in your organization, SHO-TIME. SHO-TIME, come on up and say hi to everybody, because social media, it deals with so much, and folks are doing so many things behind the scenes. So SHO-TIME, you sit yourself right there for just a second. Let's talk to you about what you do and how you got involved with ELLIE and his organization. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for SHO-TIME. I guess the brother said, I didn't know I was going to be interviewed. But that's what's cool. This is what's cool, because you get to meet so many people and you don't know how it's going to happen. That's what I love about it. Welcome, my friend. And there you go. Now you grab the mic just like I do. Just pull it on out of that thing. Let's talk. So first of all, when you say SHO-TIME, what do you do?
SHO-TIME TV, not the cable company, but SHO-TIME TV, SHO-
Keep on, baby, you good.
SHO-TIME TV. I started as an artist doing music, and you have to create other avenues when you don't have a chance to record more effectively. So I had to try to find different ways to do different things to stay relevant. So what I did was I got a camera.
Okay.
Was on Facebook, Twitter. Started getting up with the hottest rappers in the industry.
Okay, who did you work with?
Oh man, I grew up watching the Smack DVDs. So I saw all these rappers and all these people who did a whole bunch of music and videography and all type of different things. I was amazed. I just spent all my money every time one came out.
Right.
So one day I said, oh, you know what? I want to meet these guys, and I made a goal. I'm gonna meet every last person on this DVD. And it was 5 people on the DVD, and I met 5. No, it was 5, and I met 4.
Okay.
Then I met the last one. Then after I connected with them, it just kept going and going and going and going. So Smack played a real
okay.
So the DVDs, that really got me going. So I met anybody from Waka Flocka to Chris Brown.
And you take these pictures and you...
Oh no, it's DVDs.
It's all
DVDs.
DVDs.
Online. You can catch me. SHO-TIME.
You chronicle all of these experiences.
I just interviewed the cast of the Tyler Perry, the Haves and the Have-Nots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How'd that go?
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Monica accompanied me, and I had a good time. Palmer Williams Jr., Renee Lawless, John Snyder, like all the guys that you see on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do folks get in contact with you if they want your services?
At SHO-TIME or they can contact Monica or the Ellie's camp. That's basically how you can find me. I got a call one time from Monica, and she said, check out this great artist. And I hear a lot of different artists, see a lot of different things, and I listen to the music, and I went to the video, and then, you see a person, if they marketable or not.
Yeah.
And, I believed him. So, because I believed him and I believed the music, it matched. So it made sense to work with him.
Okay.
And then the grind is so heavy, you want to work with people.
And it's all gonna come together,
Yeah,
right?
like that, And that's why I'm here today, talking to you.
Thank you, SHO-TIME.
Thanks a lot.
SHO-TIME, everybody. There you go. There you go. You meet interesting people doing interesting things. Right now, yeah, we're good. What SHO-TIME, you can sit it right there in the chair. So when you get up, you just sit it right there. That's good. Okay, that's fantastic. Now I want to introduce you to my son. My son has been playing the piano since he was, 6 years old? Something like that, right? And he just had a recital a few weeks ago, so he's gonna bless us with a little bit of a tune. Now, JL, I don't know the name of this song. You gonna go far? Just tell the folks.
What I'm about to play is a Prelude by Chopin. It's like Opus number 28 or something like that.
Brother, come play Chopin. There you go. Jay Allen, ladies and gentlemen, my son doing some Chopin today. Thank you. Take a bow, my friend. Take a bow. There you go. Thank you all. My wife said she's been paying too much for these rehearsals. Not to let that happen. Right now, we're going to get this interview rolling. We have a young artist out of the Boogie Down Bronx. He's a guy. This will be my really first time talking to this young man. He's got an interesting story. Please welcome to the Jeff Foxx radio show online, ELLIE.
Yeah, all right.
ELLIE. Hey, man. There you go.
Now you can grab the mic, pull it on out like I got mine. Just come on out of it. There you go. Just relax.
Really?
How's that sound?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Relax up here for me, just with me for just a few minutes. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good.
How you doing with all this heat out here, huh?
It's good. Yeah, I just want to make one correction. I'm from Yonkers, New
You
York.
from Yonkers?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Nah, I'm not born.
Where you from?
I'm from Yonkers. I ain't born and raised.
Where were you born?
California.
You were California?
Yeah.
What part of California?
San Diego.
San Diego. And made your way over to How did that happen?
How did that happen?
Yeah. Oh, the military got you moving around, huh?
Pops was in the military. Yeah.
Wow. So Yonkers, that's home for you, huh?
Yeah, that's home for me. Yep.
Is that where you first Yonkers? That's a lot of folks from that part of the tri-state. A lot of music came out of Yonkers. A lot of artists. What inspired you from that area?
Mary. First of all, Mary. The Lives, DMX.
Yeah.
You know, and Sporty Thieves actually. One of my friends, King Kurt from Sporty Thieves. That's my dude. You know, he used to cut my hair and all that. You know?
Yeah. When did you first decide, like music is something I want to, really want to get into? When you first decided that this is something I want to do?
I mean, back when I was in junior high school, my older brothers used to rhyme. So, they inspired me, just listening to them rhyme, record themselves on the radio and all that. So, yeah, that inspired me.
So you started yourself, right?
Yeah.
What did they say when they, say, oh, you trying to do what I'm doing? What did they say?
They pushed me, they wanted me to, like, the first time I was rhyming and I didn't know my brother was recording me. He had like a little tape recorder and he was recording. I was rhyming, I was playing Star Fox.
Right.
So he recorded me and then he played it like the next day. He was like, listen to this. He was playing it and I was kind of like embarrassing.
Right, but when you first heard yourself on tape, what went through your mind?
I was like, yeah, I gotta keep doing this. Yeah, I gotta get in the studio.
You heard something, right?
Yeah.
When you make up your rhymes, is this something from the top of your head, or do you write it down on the paper, or how do you come up with your ideas?
Most of the time, it's like a vision. Like I see something, I think of something, or like I want something, and I vision it, and I just
go for it, right?
Go for it, yeah.
All right. Now, when did you actually start recording for real, serious?
Seriously? Maybe about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Right.
Okay. Now that was your first project. How many projects have you done?
Well, I've done 2 projects.
Okay. Tell me about that first one.
The first one was basically like an experiment.
Right.
Like I was just playing around with it to see exactly what I can do and how to record. Like basically, like practice, sharpen my skills, because I didn't know what the studio really was about at that time. I used to record on radios and stuff like that, and actually be in the studio.
Right.
And kind of
What was that experience like, being in the studio, actually laying it down like that?
hard work.
There's a lot of hard work.
Difficult. I thought it was easy. I thought it was
Right.
easy. I could just go in there and just spit something and it sound good, but that's not the case.
When you say hard work, what do you mean?
I mean, like going over it, saying it multiple times, getting every word right so you can hear and understand each pronunciation of every word.
Is Lee Ellie a perfectionist? Got to be right?
Right, gotta be right.
How do you know when it is right? How do you know?
When I look at the engineer and I look at the people around me, and they like, yo, that's hot.
Okay.
That's it right there.
All right.
And I also gotta feel it too. I gotta listen to it. And it can't be off a little bit. It has to be perfect.
Right. Now, with your projects, have you had a chance to perform live in front of many crowds along the way in the last 4 years?
Yeah. I performed a lot of crowds. 105.1, multiple showcases around the Tri-State area, Bronx, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And
what do your friends say? Now they see you up there doing your thing. You actually got stuff down. You actually documenting your work. What are your friends saying? Like, wow, you really getting there. You go on.
A lot of them actually didn't even know I rhymed or I actually performed.
Oh, they
were shocked.
Really?
Because I used to box and I used to play sports, when I was younger. So that's really how people know me in Yonkers. Playing football, basketball.
Athletics and music, it's a similarity when you're doing your thing, when you're putting stuff down. You use sports as a way to say, I got to do this, and you get into it the same kind of way you would boxing, that type of thing. It's the same mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, pretty much. Like, you got to be dedicated to what you're doing, and it takes practice, so,
Okay, well, we want to hear something. We want to hear something that, want you to vibe with us for a little bit. Can you do that?
Yeah, of course I can do that.
Okay, so we got a few of your tracks here, and we're gonna throw one on, and maybe you can throw something on top of it. Tell me a little bit about this story. You want to go with Smile?
I'm gonna go with She Bad first.
We'll go with She Bad. Tell me about this one.
Well, I just envision, I had a crush on a female, and you know, I like on my job, whatever, and I used to see her walk, and that inspired me actually to write the song. You know, runway, lights, cameras, you know, it inspired me to write the song, so that's why I got that.
She was bad, right?
Yeah, she was bad.
Does she know that you wrote a song about her?
Not at all.
Will she ever know that she's bad? Is she still around?
She might. I mean, I haven't bumped into her, so, you know, maybe.
That time will tell, right?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lee Ellie.
Let's do it.
This is called She's Bad. Let's go.
Bad. Turn me out. It's another one. She bad. I went on from my city like it's nothing. She wanna jump on cause she see your homie stunting. And she bad. You can see it in her walk. I mean, she got class, the picture perfect. You can see after the flash. And she bad. If you know me, I'm about to bubble like most stacks. The best advice I got is to quit, no BS. That's why I gotta stunt. They looking cause she bad, might as well take a picture, real talk. In the last, she remind me of a lover. Equal to my past, you can see it in her walk. You can tell she got some class. She looking real nice through the lanes, flawless. AMG 6'3" class Benz, and years worth of doubt, but I still write scriptures. She looking like a bag of money, so that black and that mo on deck. Not a word on the street, he got bars, flow tight. I took it up a level. You right, it's bright. Lights, camera, action. Do your thing, girl, tonight. You the main attraction. You the main attraction. I've been home from my city like it's nothing. She jump on cause she see your homie stunting. And she bad. You can see it in her walk. I mean, she got class, the picture perfect. You can see after the flash. And she bad. Now you can walk it out, or you can strike a pose. You make a brother wanna. For real though, she flirting hard and I'm with it, gotta get it. So I'm on it, so I play outside the frame until I fit into the moment. I take a picture, I smack it too. Deja vu, that mean this ain't nothing new. Beautiful, so bad, and I can see the hate in the eyes when I blow past. Pretty women in fine linen, I falsetto. You hear the shots in the room like a loud echo. Do your thing, ma, do your thing, girl. This is your world, but I'm the king. But you my crown jewel, look at you gorgeous. For you I gotta do this enormous, and I ain't just talking. Never so I'm laid back often. It's high when I'm soaring, get the money, that's important. I've been on for my city like it's nothing. She wanna jump on cause she see her homie stunting. And she bad. You can see it in her walk. I mean, she got class, the picture perfect. You can see after the flash. And she bad. I've been on for my city like it's nothing. She wanna jump on cause she see her homie stunting.
Come on now. Hey, come on now. Hey, like that. See what I'm saying? That's nice, man. Feel good, don't it?
Wonderful.
Feel good, man. You bad. I like it, man. I like it. I was just saying, you guys, like I told you, vibe with that. That sounds good. I like the groove. Did you make that groove?
Yeah.
You can't, man. That's all right, man.
Well, my homies HD, they the ones who did the production on that track.
Nice production. Very, very nice. So how you feel? You loose now, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Feel good, right?
I feel good.
Yeah, they gonna love that, man, when that goes up.
Definitely.
You wanna do another one real quick? Which one you feel? I love that one.
Smile.
You wanna try Smile?
Yeah.
Tell me about this tune right here.
Smile is basically like, you know, like things I've been through in the past, and like just loyalty as far as family getting together and things like that, you know, and support one another. Because, you know, like they say, like New York, we don't support each other and things like that. So, you know.
You got a different story to tell.
Yeah.
All right, this is Lee Ellie.
This one's called Smile.
Just turn the beat up, not the mic, just turn the beat up, the track. Yeah. I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Respect, power, loyalty, and I got my fam with me. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Respect, power, loyalty, and I got my fam with me. I started from the bottom on the grind with Leo. Now I only get it poppin' like them bottles of Rio. 100 down, we blew it. On my heart, we knew it. That Rolex in my pocket, PHOEBE'S on my hip. I'm addicted to the money now. You can say that I'm sick. I've been there and I've done that. I see it now and I want that. It's all for the greater good, so I get it cracking. New York state of mind, yeah, it's gonna happen. The ELLIE be your inspiration. That's why I talk to you. Never mind all the BS that we've been through. We gon' shine like a pearl. It's a jewel when the season's heated. That means it's hot when it's cool. And my girl real bad. Skin is real smooth. And she feel like sensation when I dive in her pool. It's real when I tell you. It's all about that profit. You cowards can't stop it. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Respect, power, loyalty, and I got my fam with me. Yeah. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Just wait, just wait, just wait. It's mine for the taking. I was told I couldn't do it, but never mind that hating. They see me at the show, wanna blow it like some bubble gum, and now I'm straight talking. Your man real handsome, I'm nice when the flow spit. Came up hard off the trips. Fam say I'm stunting, but not until I'm filthy rich. Off of parole, should've been home sooner. Things happen, just know the fam still love you. So when you touch down, we gon' toast to the good, like we toast to the good, like alright, 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 right. We toast to the good, like you can doubt I still love you like a neighbor. I'm on my main though, so I be like, it's all about that profit. You homies can't stop it. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Respect, power, loyalty, and I got my fam with me. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Just wait, just wait, just wait. They say it's all about the money and it's real homies getting in. It's only just a matter of time. Yeah, just a matter of time, you know, before we make it, you know.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's Lee Ellie. That's Lee Ellie. There you go. That's original music.
Definitely.
Coming from your heart, coming from your soul.
Yep.
Folks out here want to know how to get that. Folks listening right now want to know how to get Lee Ellie's music. What do we do?
All you do is just go to iTunes or you just log onto my website, www.leellie.com. All my social media networks is on there. You know, they direct you to anything possible. You know, it's free downloads on Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, of course I have a project called Star Power that unexpected.
What's the name of the power?
Star Power, you got the unexpected.
Star Power.
Star Power, yes.
Oh, you got some here, huh?
Right there.
Let me see what that looks like right there. This is great. This is Lee Ellie's latest project. Oh, this is good. How many you bring? Will you bring some with you?
Yeah, of course.
Y'all
I got enough.
pick something up. This is what it's all about. Oh, that looks nice. Star Power. So 5 years from now, where's Lee Ellie?
Lee Ellie?
Yeah.
Grammys, Daisy Awards, you know.
Big dreams, baby.
Yeah, big dream. Yeah,
That's how you gotta do it,
gotta
right?
dream big, you know.
That's, hey, you look at you with me. You with me. Everybody gonna know about this. All right. So make sure of that, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Lee Ellie. Today on the Jeff Foxx Radio Show online. Is there anything you want to
say? Anybody else you want to shout out while we got you here?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to ELLIE, the SL management team, Never So, Leo, Monica, Doug, you know, just, you know, friends and family that support me, you know, work hard, you know, to make it happen, you know.
All right.
Les Love as well, you know, he's a big supporter. He plays my music.
There you go.
New York Underground Radio.
Yeah.
You know, Coco, BX Records, you know, they support me.
They got a lot of support out there, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You gotta have support. There's no support, there's no, you know.
There you go. You're a nice young man, and we wish you the best, all right?
I appreciate it.
One more time, Leo, you can go to the Jeff Foxx Radio Show. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Get a picture.
SHO-TIME TV. That's what we talking about. SHO-TIME TV. Now you know.
On the Jeff Foxx Radio Show online, please put your hands together for Phil. Phil Strong is in town. Phil Strong is in town. Just got back from London. Just got back from across the pond. Phil Strong is in town. Hello, Phil.
Hello, Jeff Foxx.
Oh!
How are you?
Here we go. Make yourself at home, Phil. Wow. Last time we talked, no, we're gonna, you know what? You said that, we're gonna use that for your live singing mic, and this will be for your talking mic. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right. The last time we had a conversation, a few months ago, you were in London.
Correct.
Now tell us the story. How does Westchester in London, how does that all hook up? How did that happen?
I was born a poor black child. I grew up to be a poor black man. No, I was born in London many years ago.
Wow.
And moved to be closer to family in Westchester, New York. And have kind of boomeranged back to London in the last 8 years. After going through September 11th, I used to work for an investment bank and went through the events of the day, and it changed my life. And now I'm pursuing passion and answering the call that has been given me.
You're a very talented artist. The music scene in London, how does that differ from the music scene in the States, especially in the New York City area?
It's really different. I mean, in London and Europe in general, it's more pop-oriented and pop-generated. It's about release. You know, I mean, people work really hard. In England, it's a non-confrontational type of society. So music is used more as a release. You go out on a Friday, Saturday night, and it's all about putting your hands up and having a good time. You know, so it's a lot different from here, where, you know, that's
now
in general.
You in town, you just got here.
Correct.
And how long are you going to be here?
For a week.
For a week?
Mm-hmm.
So what does Phil Strong do in a week now that he's back in town?
Drink lots of coffee, drink lots and lots of energy drinks, and sleep as little as possible. Shop.
Yeah.
Because you have to.
Right.
Doing some recording.
I'm doing some recording. Any performing, any open mics?
I will be performing in Mount Vernon, New York on Tuesday at the Summer Breeze concert. And doing other open mics and such.
Tell me about the Summer Breeze concert.
Oh, well, every summer in Mount Vernon, New York, there is a Summer Breeze concert that's every Tuesday. And so I've been nominated, selected, asked to be the...
What's it feel like to come back home and to do your thing in front of family and friends?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I was... Do you remember Urkel?
Yeah.
I was more like Urkel when I was in school, and I've grown.
No one knew that you sang like you sing.
I didn't sing like I sing. I did not sing.
When did you first realize you had this wonderful gift?
When did I realize it? When did the rest of the world?
When did you realize it?
Well, when I was young, I wanted to sing. But, you know, I mean, it's like having really big feet and having to grow into them.
Yeah.
So I've kind of grown into my talent, grown into myself.
Right.
Tonight, there's an engineer here. He's going to be working on C.C. Winans' concert at the end of the week. But he was one of the first engineers. A young man, please put your hand up, Derek.
This is Derek.
We worked right here in Teaneck in a studio. We also worked at Sugar Hill before it burned down. That was many, many years ago, and I have grown quite a bit. So is he. He's looking younger. I'm graying, but that's okay. And no, it's to answer the question. I've always sung. I haven't always sung well, but I will say in the last 8 years I've learned to sing well.
So what is life like as a solo artist? Did you ever do the group thing?
I was a member of the Drifters with Ray Lewis for about 4 years.
The legendary Drifters?
The legendary
God,
Drifters.
you must have learned a lot with that.
Yeah, it was boot camp. It was amazing. It was all of that plus the best mentorship anyone could ever wish for.
So what's life like as a solo artist? And what are the challenges?
Oh gosh, it's hard. I mean, most people get up and go to a job, the same site every day. I have to go to different sites every day, make myself comfortable, be able to perform. My charge in life, I guess, is to bring joy through music. It's not about me, it's not about my voice, it's about what God has given me to channel.
Right.
You know, and at the end of an evening, be it a wedding, a bar mitzvah, or whatever.
You do it all.
It's about giving the energy and making sure that by the end of the evening, everyone has had a good time.
The music industry has changed so much. Is that a good thing for you? Because of the way social media and online, is that good for you?
For me, yes. For me, yes. Because I am not a control freak, but I do understand that there has to be an element of control that the artist has, especially now. Record labels have changed.
Right.
The internet has changed all of that. And I think that anyone who is an artist has to understand that they have to have some input. They cannot rely on someone else to maintain their database. They cannot rely. You've got to have input. You have to understand how to work the most simple, basic things, such as a mixing board, Facebook,
all your social media.
Correct.
Wow.
And it's not rocket science. It takes work. Years ago, an artist would be plucked from obscurity and made.
Right.
Labels don't make people
don't do that anymore, do they?
They're looking for people who are now proving themselves, proving their worth, coming with a following.
If you go to YouTube, you see Phil Strawn all over YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm smeared
That
across?
means you're a good marketing machine, and this is what you do. You took control of your own marketing. How hard was that?
Well, I don't really know any other. I've never been signed to a major label or anything, so I'm just doing what I do. And it's self-generating.
Because you haven't been, that didn't deter you, did it?
No.
You're going to do your thing, right?
Listen, as I said, I was born a poor black child. You know what? I know how to eat beans and toast, and I know how to eat filet mignon.
Come on, give it to Phil. That's dedication. Fantastic. I'm so glad to meet you. I'm a big fan. Folks are saying that you the second coming of Luther Vandross. I know you heard that. When did they start saying that, and how did that come about?
This is the first time hearing. What are you talking about? No, I must say, for me, it's an absolute honor and privilege to be sitting here with you, the legendary Jeff Foxx, who rocks the box, who I listened to during my high school years, who I listened to during my college years. Whenever I came back from Cornell, I was tuning in, I was listening. You were spinning the tunes, you were actually giving, because you guys need to understand that you DJs are the people who actually give us what we listen to. You DJs are the ones who set our moods, set our tones, introduce us to new music, introduce us to new acts. You are the ones who are the gatekeepers. And all due respect to you and every other DJ, but Mr. Jeff Foxx, who rocks the box, thank you so much.
Well, you know why? Thank you. Because I tell you, it's turned into quite an artist. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a chance to witness that for yourself right now. We're going to let Phil get ready to do his thing. This is a song called I Don't Want to Hear It. Well, we've heard that phrase before. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Life is a very amazing, interesting journey.
It is.
And this, thing we call love, it can make us strong, it can make us weak, it can make us cry, it can make us fly. And I went through a relationship that
you don't want to hear it.
I didn't want to hear it.
Who wouldn't like that, huh?
Didn't want to hear it.
And it inspired you to write this next tune.
It inspired me to write an entire album.
And a whole album. Wow.
Move Aside Adele, I wrote an entire album.
Okay, this is a lot of emotion here.
Yeah, well.
Oh wait, so you're gonna take your special microphone if you want. And let's put it together right now. Phil Strong. This one is called I Don't Want to Hear It.
Things about you, they're telling all your business. Girl, I don't believe it's true. They're saying you don't love me, you don't want me no more. But you have yet to tell me, baby, are you really sure? See, I love you, I trust you, I need you, at least I think I do. We've been through so much together, couldn't imagine my life without you. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know. Please don't say it's over, please don't let us go. We can make it through this, we've been here before. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know. Talking, they're saying I'm a fool. The cards been on the table, I've been acting super cool. That you've been hoping, waiting, praying for the right time to let me down real easy, cause I am the fragile kind. See, I love you, I trust you, I need you, at least I think I do. See, we've been through so much together, couldn't imagine my life without you. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know. Please don't say it's over, please don't let us go. We can make it through this, we've been here before. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know. See, holding on to an illusion that is slipping through the hands, like a castle in the desert that is made of shifting sands. We had our ups and downs together, but you know it never brought us to the end. I'm losing my best friend.
Phil Strong.
I don't want to hear it. Please don't say it's over. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Baby, please don't let us go. We can make it through this. We've been here before. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know, I don't want to know. No, I don't want to hear it. I said I don't want to hear it. Ooh, no, I don't want to know.
Phil Strong, everybody. really nice. There's entertainment in T-Neck tonight. There's entertainment in T-Neck at Phoebe's place tonight. If you're having a good time, everybody, it's okay to make some noise. It's okay. It's all right. Very nice. when you're singing, you turn into a whole nother person. It's your thing, isn't it?
Well,
how does it make you feel?
If you're gonna sing a lyric, you've got to believe it. And if I don't believe it, you won't believe it.
Right.
So if I'm gonna tell you something, I've got to tell you from my heart.
Right.
And I don't care who you are. If you are not saying it from the heart, it won't be received that way.
That's right.
So if I turn into a different person, then you know what. That's all right. That's okay.
I love it, man. You sound good. I don't want to stop this vibe, man. I want to go to your next tune, On My Knees. And this is another one of those torch songs.
Yeah, I guess. I don't only do torch songs. Don't you know that I love you so? Don't you know I put $1 million that you know?
Was Luther a huge influence for you?
Yeah, Luther was a ginormous influence. Which am I?
You're here.
This is the talking one.
Yeah, this is the singing mic.
Yeah, which is the talking one?
This one right here.
Okay, let me pull that off. Yeah, Luther was a ginormous influence. I grew up feeling a bit like the ugly duckling, you know, thinking that even though I liked to sing, there wasn't anyone I could identify with. Motown, too high for me. Michael Jackson, as I grew up, I couldn't get there. You know, a lot of the folks who were on the radio, I couldn't sing their music.
Right.
And then someone introduced me to Luther.
Yeah.
And it was not just his voice.
Right.
But it was actually the connection. And, you know, something along the lines of, let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fears. It would be so nice if only for one night.
Oh, feel strong, everybody. You make that sound so easy, man.
Oh no, I mean, there's something in the lyric.
It really is.
That I connected with when I heard Luther sing. And there's a longing, and I'm actually reading a book about Luther now, and there are quite a few similarities. You know, he lost his father at a young age, and I lost my mother at a young age, and there's a void. And, you know, throughout his life, he was searching for a way to fill that void. He was searching for that love that was taken away from him. And the ability to actually turn around and say, look, Dad, look what I've done. Aren't you proud of me? And I guess I identify, that's one of the ways I identify with him. So, you know, when you sing that, it's got to be from here again, you know?
It's a connection.
Yeah.
Tell me about On My Knees.
Oh. How about if I just let the song speak for itself?
Got a deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Strong. The song is called On My Knees.
Darling, standing in the middle of hell, looking for an easy way out of this place. Something should have told me when I saw that look in your eyes. You'd be a mess. Wanna hide, wanna get far away from here, but I see those eyes, and I'm paralyzed with fear. On my knees, see right through me. Wanna run, wanna hide, wanna get far away from here. But I see those eyes, and I'm paralyzed with fear. On my knees, I cry. On my knees, I die for you. On my knees, I cry. On my knees. Do-do-do-da. Do-do-do-da. Yes. I wanna run, wanna turn, wanna hide. I wanna blink, wanna close my eyes. I wanna click my heels and get myself so far away from here. I wanna run, wanna turn, wanna hide. I wanna blink, wanna close my eyes. I wanna click my heels and get myself so far. On my knees I cry. On my knees I die for you. On my knees I cry. On my knees, oh.
Give it up for Phil Strong, boy. That sounds good. Doesn't that sound good?
I cry, I die, I cry for you.
Hey! Good job, man. Yes, Phil. Pull it up, there you go. We hate to see you have to go back to London. Man, you sound so good. We want to keep Phil here in the States, don't we?
Thanks.
I like what you did, man. You're just a ball of talent, and we wish you the best. I'm so glad that you took time, and we're gonna get your music out there.
Thank you, Jeff.
We're gonna let more folks know about Phil Strong. How's that sound?
I'm very humbled, and I'm very, very appreciative, and big thanks to you, because
Yeah.
you know what? You don't have to do this.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
But you don't have to do this.
But I'm enjoying
You don't have to take your Sunday evening and introduce new acts to the world. You don't have to do this. And John and the folks here at Phoebe's, please give a big round of applause.
John, thank you, John.
Because in all honesty, none of you have to do this. So I know that Lee and myself, we are very appreciative, and I know that some of the folks here are very appreciative, so thank you so very much, Jeff.
Thank you.
Don't think it goes unnoticed.
Say hi to some of your team members like Paul,
who I've known since high school, who we reconnected via social media.
Paul works hard for you.
He works harder than hard
He
for me,
really
and
does.
I owe him so very much. But once again, we connected through social media. Derek, first engineer I worked with, who has been there.
Thanks, Derek.
And Mr. Man, shown on the camera there, who I've known since high school. Once again, social media has played a big part in connecting us.
All right, well, we're gonna follow you. How do folks follow you? How do we get your music?
Okay, you can get my music. Is there any music to be gotten?
There's so much music.
No,
So much.
a lot of it's available online on iTunes and on Amazon.com on CD Baby. My website is FILSTRAUGHAN. Once again, FILSTRAUGHAN. And if you just put in FIL space ST, you're gonna come up with Phil
It's
Strong.
coming.
So there's a website, and on there there's a whole variety of links and things to find stuff. So.
All right, well, Phil Strong, you brought it today. We appreciate it. One more time, Phil Strong today on the Jeff Foxx Radio Show.
Thank you.
Online. Thank you so much. I
I want you guys to log in to JeffFoxShow.com. You'll have a chance to hear these two broadcasts with ELLIE. One more time for ELLIE. All the best to you, my friends. We're going to get that up, and we're going to get PHILL's show up as well, and we'll be back real soon, so you keep it locked in to 107.5 Wbls, Sirius XM Soul Town, 49, and we'll keep getting the music out there and letting the world know all about these great talented people. Thank you guys one more time, and we'll see you next time on the Jeff Foxx Radio Show online. Bye-bye. And of course, my son Jay Allen. C Major, thank you, C Major, for helping me. She's a great artist as well, good at music as well. She does her thing. My wife Michelle, thank you so much. Miss Yvette Beasley, one of the greatest educators that I've ever known. There you go, my daughter Kyla, and all of you, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh no, you're good. This is gonna be fun.
I'm just filming y'all, taking pictures.
SHO-TIME, baby. SHO-TIME TV, that's what we talking about. Hey, you. Thank you. Nice to meet you, man. Great show, man. Very good. Michelle, where's Jay Allen? Phil wants to do something with Jay Allen. Kind of improv. So find them for me, all right?
Hey, SHO-TIME TV, this